Okay. See if I can get it right now. Okay, I'm back. All right, guys, sorry about that. If you're just now joining me, my name's Teresa. I'm the owner and designer here at Perfectly Imperfect Designs. Today, I'm going to be making a sunflower wreath. With this gnome, it says, "In a world full of roses, be a sunflower." Let me put the camera down so you can see. That's the sign. My ribbons today are going to be the yellow along with the sunflower ribbon. These are at 12 inches, cut to 12 inches, 2.5 and 1.5 inches wide. I'm using jute poly mesh. It's 10.5 inches wide by 10 yards long, and I've got each ruffle cut to 25 inches. And I'm just doing the regular ruffle method, not the woodland ruffle. I'm also going to be adding some sunflowers, most likely. I've got those cut. My bow is, I don't know. I probably took it in the other room trying to get all this going. Oh, here it is. Here's my bow. I pre-made it. And, okay. So, I'm using these again at 25 inches and doing the ruffle method. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing from where you're at. I lost the OBS signal, and then my dog started going crazy. There's a man here to fix my fireplace, our fireplace, and she's not used to strangers, so. Okay. Keep on going around. I have 18 pipe cleaners on my frame. I've got 18 pipe cleaners. 12 of those will have both ribbon and mesh in them. And 6 will only have mesh. Where did I mess up on that? Hold on just a minute, guys. This isn't turned right, that's what it is. Okay. Back to what I was doing. What's the weather like where you guys are at? And like I said, if you was watching me last night, I said I was going to do a Halloween wreath today, but I've postponed that till Thursday. And I do have the sign in my Etsy shop, which I'm going to try to get listed down here. I made this myself. I thought it was really neat. I like the little gnome playing his guitar with sunflowers on it. And I love the saying, "In a world full of roses, be a sunflower." Hi, Nancy. How are you? North Carolina. Thanks for joining me. Okay. I tuck it over when I start making the ruffles so that the raw edge isn't showing. This is pretty sturdy mesh. Of course, it's jute mesh, so it does have like rope fibers in it. Let's see where I stop that on the outside. Here we go. The half pipe cleaners are kind of hard to get this thick mesh down into, but I like for the mesh to show and not the whole thing just be covered up in ribbons. I just think that looks kind of sloppy. That's just my opinion, though. I do love ribbons. Just, I think there's a certain amount for everything. And you will not be able to see the frame. Now, Thursday night, I'm going to make the Halloween wreath. I have only did a few lives, so I thought I hit a wrong button earlier when I kept, I was losing the picture. I was losing the, yeah, the picture of my live. You could hear me, but you couldn't see me. And it was my OBS. And I thought maybe that messed up because it's so windy today. I don't know why, but it's back now. You can see me. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Making a sunflower wreath with a sunflower gnome playing a guitar. Thought it was right up my alley. And I'm using a 14-inch Dollar Tree form with 18 ties. 12 are for ribbon and mesh, and 6 are just for mesh. And I'm doing the Ruffle method. Whoops. Let me get these scattered everywhere. Okay, let me turn this over so I can see how many I've got left. 1, 2. I've got 2 left to do. And then I'll move on to the ribbons. Hey everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name's Teresa with Perfectly Imperfect Designs. And I'm making a sunflower wreath. Tuck it under. Walk my fingers up to the other side. Let me see. Somehow I skipped over one. And I don't know how I did that when I was putting them in one after the other. I don't know how I skipped one. Obviously, I overlooked it. All right. After this, I like to put my sign on before I add ribbons because I don't like for the sign to smash down ribbons. I would rather not put any where the sign is at than have them smashed underneath the sign. I just don't like that look at all. So here's the wreath completed. Well, with the mesh on it, not all the way completed. Hopefully you can see that. Everything. Here's the sign again. I made this in my shop. I love it. And I'm going to put it over to the side. Let me grab my bow so I can see where it's going to go. I'm going to put the bow here on the left. So let me get this sign on. Pull these up. And I'll cut off the ones that aren't going to be seen. So that the ribbon is not smashed underneath it. This is just the way I do it. Not everybody does it this way. But I do. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining me. The mesh is a moss green color, and it's jute poly, jute poly mesh. In the color, it says Moss Apple Natural. And this particular mesh, I think I got from Kringle Designs. I ordered from them one time, and I'm pretty sure this is the mesh that I got from them. And okay, let me get this on here. I'll cut this one off. That's what I do. And push it down so it doesn't look scrunched under there. Can you guys still see good enough? I will be using that. Okay. Put this right here. Hopefully you can see. Get my little yarn needle out. Put that over it. And if I can move my way around the mesh, I usually do, as long as it doesn't smash it down underneath. But if I can't, then I poke a hole through it with this needle. But I was able to get it around this without it smashing. But let me see this side. Again, you're at Perfectly Imperfect Designs, and I'm the owner and designer here. I make signs, wreaths, flower arrangements, all kinds of stuff. I just love to do crafts, period. All kinds of crafts. Nope, that's too tight. I don't like it smashing in. Don't like it smashing down. Wish I could get your comments up on this on my computer. Well, I'm really having a heck of a time with this. That's still too tight for me. Like I said, I'm still kind of new to doing lives. I just jump on and go for it. It's working out okay, though. I do not know how to put my supply list or where I'm supposed to put it, so I'll be finding that out. Okay, the sign went on there great. There we go. Now I do put my ribbons on before my bow, because if somebody lifts up the tails to the bow, I don't want them to see a big blank spot. But you can't actually lift up the sign, so I like where that's placed. Okay, now on to my ribbons. Yellow and a sunflower one. Split in half. Punch it up. Start with this one right below the sign. And I'm also going to be adding some sunflowers. I think these will look really pretty in here. All right, continue to go around. I can't believe summer is already coming to an end. I am not ready. Life has been so different for all of us. Doesn't even feel like we had a summer, really. Okay. Moving right along. Like I said, I put my sign down, but not my bow, because if somebody just so happened to pick up my bow and look underneath, I would not want them to see nothing. I want them to see the ribbon tails. It's not totally smashed under the sign with this tie that I have left. It's sticking out here on the end a little bit. And then when I'm done, I'll go along and curl my pipe cleaners down or cut them off. It just depends. I want to keep some of the pipe cleaners on there that I'm going to be putting the flowers in because they stick really good to the pipe cleaner. And I'll show you. I make a little curl like this. And then, I don't know if you can see that. And then when I put the glue on my sunflower, it'll go down in there. I'm not ready for winter either. It just doesn't seem like we had a very long summer. Maybe it's because we had to stay in the house half of it. Maybe, I don't know. But winters are not fun here. They were when I was little, but... And I do love the changing seasons. I would not want to be where it's green all the time. My parents go to Florida every winter. Alrighty. Now I'm going to put the bow on before we figure out the sunflowers. And I am going to have to trim my bow down, or my tails on my bow. I have to trim them down a little bit. Let me hold this up for a minute, and I'm going to hold it up and show you guys what the wreath looks like too before I put the sunflowers on it. Okay, this is going to go right here. And around. You guys can see the sun rays coming through the window. I hope that didn't take away from what you can see of the wreath. Okay, now I got it. I will be fluffing tails and fluffing bows, or the bow, forever and ever, because I could do that for ages. And it still wouldn't be the way I want it, because I'm just picky about my bow, I guess. Okay, let me see. This is the wreath with the bow and the sign without the sunflowers so far. And I'm gonna, let me see my tails. Well, they don't look that bad long. I may keep the tails as long as they are. But now I'm going to put some sunflowers in it. So I'm going to set it back down and put you guys back down so you can see it. And I'll put sunflowers in it and see where we go from there. So just a minute. I don't want to make you dizzy. Oh, there goes my... So, I'm going to, like I said, I grab both pipe cleaners, twirl them, and make like a little hole in the middle so that the stem of my sunflower can go down in there. And everything sticks to that. So I won't have to worry about it going anywhere. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. Add some glue. Put it in that hole. Make sure that's going to stick good. Should stick perfect. Thanks you guys for sticking with me and watching me. I just love these sunflowers. And I would show you the difference if I knew where my Hobby Lobby ones were, but I think these are so pretty. And again, I made the sign. I just love it. That little hippie gnome on there with sunflowers all over his guitar. That's what it reminds me of, though. I mean, it just reminds me of a little hippie gnome. Sunflowers remind me of fall. Some people use sunflowers all year round. And I'm not so sure that they only grow in the fall. I don't know why they remind me of fall. Okay, I'm going to put one more over here. Okay. Glue is very, very hot. I don't want to put too many sunflowers on it. I think that would just make it look super crowded. And I think it looks cute, just like this. So let me put you guys back up. Here it is. With the bow and the sign. Hopefully I'm not too close up. There it is. I want you guys to be able to see it. Okay. Well, I'm lagging right now. I'm watching like what I did 2 to 3 minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me, you guys. And I will be listing signs that I use on my live and the matching ribbon. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Have a good rest of your week. Stay healthy. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.